Have you worked so hard on Chinese, but still can't understand what native speakers are saying? This podcast is just what you need. Welcome to Real Mandarin. My name is Kang Xin. Let's say goodbye to fake Chinese and learn to speak real Mandarin. Today I want to introduce 4 words that have become really popular in recent years in Chinese internet. These words really capture the lifestyles and mindset of young people in China right now. They are 内卷、躺平、韭菜 and 润学. 4 words. These terms are often used to describe how young people in China are reacting to society's challenges, depending on whether they accept the status quo or resist it, and whether they are active or passive. First up, 内卷. This is used to describe people who conform to society's pressures but react by work harder in a way that doesn't actually bring more rewards. The term involution is often used in English, but honestly it's a little bit tricky to understand. So I think rat race might make more sense. Let me give you 2 examples. In South Korea and China, it's common for parents to push their kids into tutoring schedules to help them get into top schools. And the kids' scores might improve, but if everyone takes these tutoring classes, everyone's score go up, which means the competition only will get worse. So now to get into a top school, you might need 90 instead of 80, the score. The school sports haven't increased, but the pressure on the kids has. This is what we mean when we say the 内卷 in education is getting out of hand, is getting severe. 现在学生的内卷太严重了。现在学生的内卷太严重了。Here we are using 内卷 as a noun. Another example, in a company where there's no chance of promotion and the market is bad, so layoffs are coming. Employees might be working overtime just to show they are working harder than others to avoid being laid off. In this case, you could say that the employees are 内卷. 这家公司的员工都在内卷. Here, 内卷 is a verb. 这家公司的员工都在内卷. A lot of the time, people just drop the 内 and only say 卷. For example, why are you still at work? You are so 卷. 你怎么还不下班？你太卷了. Here, 卷 is used as an adjective. Next, we have 润学. 润学. Now, this one is a little funny because 润 here doesn't mean moisturizing, but instead comes from the English word run, R-U-N, run, as in you better run. So 润学 or runology is all about studying how to run away from problems. Broadly, it refers to someone choosing to leave an environment that feels oppressive or make them unhappy. More specifically, it refers to people immigrating to other countries for a better life. Here are 2 examples. 小明 has been learning French lately. Does that mean he's planning to run to Canada? 小明最近一直在学法语，他是不是要润去加拿大了？ In this case, 润 means to immigrate, used as the verb. Another example, the company is exploiting its employees too much. I'm going to start studying 润学. 我要开始学习润学了. Here, 润学 refers to runology, used as the noun. It means I'm gonna quit this job. Then there's 躺平. This one is all about rejecting society's pressures in a passive way. 躺平 literally means to lie flat. It is the attitude of just giving up on the endless computation and opting for a simpler, more relaxed life. It's about not actively competing anymore and not striving for success, like chasing high-paying jobs or owning a house or a car. Instead, it's about lowering your expectations and focusing only on basic needs. It's also about, relaxing your mind and not to put pressure on yourself. Here are some examples. My colleagues are too caught up in 内卷. I think I'll just 躺平 instead. My colleagues are too caught up in 内卷. I think I'll just 躺平 instead. I'm not buying a house, not getting married, not having kids. I feel so much less pressure now. 躺平 is great. 躺平太好了. 躺平 is great. Finally, we have 韭菜. This is a type of vegetable. It's called garlic chives. This vegetable is easy to grow. After you cut off its leaves, it can grow new ones. So 韭菜 is often used as a metaphor to describe people who are constantly harvested or taken advantage of in some systems. It's like the people who keep getting cut down and keep coming back for more because they don't understand the rules of the system or they have no other choice. 2 examples. 小张 heard that a stock was going to rise, so he bought it. Then when the big investors sold off their shares, the stock price dropped, and 小张 lost money. In this case, 小张 is a classic example of 韭菜, a person who has been cut by the stock market. Another example, an online store promotes a limited time sale at a low price, but after people rush to buy, they found out the price isn't actually low. In this case, the customers are like 韭菜, getting tricked by the store, by the online platforms. Now, here's the thing. Many people know they are being harvested, but they still willingly put themselves in that position. It's often because they don't feel like they have options or ways to escape their situation. Like they maybe have no money to run. Yeah, they have no money to immigrate to other countries. So let's compare these 4 terms. 内卷 means jumping into a meaningless, endless competition and pushing yourself to the limit. 润学 is about choosing to leave to find an environment that suits you better. 躺平 is about avoiding the competition entirely, staying put, and taking it easy. 韭菜 means being stuck in a situation where you are repeatedly taken advantage of, but you feel like you have no other choice. These 4 words also have many other related terms that people use daily. So if I get a chance, I will share more with you in the future. So that's all for today. If you like my podcast, please follow me up. Thank you for your support. See you next time. And don't forget to speak real Mandarin.